Previously on Legends of Aelos. Though we rejoin them late in the morning, the party awakens feeling as if it is a new day, rested from the early morning adventure, and more than hungry for breakfast. After morning greetings to everyone and a bit of conversation, they decide to head out to the Lightpost Inn, considering that the main deterrent to them getting a lovely breakfast from Billy Bales is probably rotting in a shallow grave by now. Even though this isn't the first time attending, Billy can't resist but to give the standard celebratory greeting to his quaint establishment just off the port, and with that, the party grabs seats at one of the open tables, whilst Billy moves to the kitchen to whip up a large breakfast for them. They're going to need the nourishment for the upcoming day of settling affairs before the party feels ready to depart from Midcove. The party sits down to eat and formulate a plan of action for the day, the biggest topic being the discussion of what to do with this ship that was once in control of the late Bort and his crew. Inheritance of a ship at this juncture could be monumental for the group, provided they are able to sustain the upkeep for it. After the meal, they begin to make their way to their first destination at the central town offices, mainly for the sheriff's office, but also for some to send out mail correspondence to loved ones. Asher also wants to use his direwolf form to see about tracking down the individual that had pillaged Grizzy's workshop as they make their way about town. En route to the central offices, the party comes across a town crier announcing the building tensions between Eswind and Zahath, the current event being the death of Admiral Faethor of the Zahathian Naval Armada, a deed that Eswind is suspected of being the perpetrator of. The party knows this is not the case, however, as they were there when they bore witness to he and his crew's demise at the hands of Abyssius, god of the drink, and the group believes they are obliged to report to authorities on this misinformation, even if it might sound as an outlandishly impossible event. It is the truth, after all. Arriving at the town offices, they enter the sheriff's post and meet with the head of the offices and the guard, Martel. After some discovery, the party learns of the prior ownership of the vessel they liberated from Bort, a man named Kuvian, who is also reported as deceased. This complicates matters, though, as the standard policy is that the ship be added into the Royal Navy and its contents appropriated to the garrison. That said, after a bit of negotiation from the party, the terms of purchase are made available to them at a price of 100 gold coin for the boat. The group decides to head to the port and inspect the ship before committing to purchasing it, but not before utilizing the post office next door, Rowan taking advantage of the priority services they offer for the very first time. Heading to the port now, Asher takes the opportunity to duck away from prying eyes and shifts forms to start attempting to track the technology thief, even if it turns out to be less stealthy than preferred. Asher detects nothing initially, but Rowan and he do garner the attention of a few individuals, Rowan's riding on the back of a transformed Asher being a primary focal point to observers. Upon arrival at the dock, the group lays eyes upon the ship, the local guard and clerical workers going about taking stock of the ship's contents for reappropriation. Balin's expertise in nautical vessels praises the ship to be in quite good condition for it being a capture, and despite how steep a price of 100 gold pieces might be for the party at this point, that's a steal of a deal for a ship that could be worth almost 100-fold more. If it does come to pass that the party purchases the boat, it'll be a perfect vessel for Boat to train on as a captain's apprentice. The party having decided over breakfast that this would be the best for care and upkeep of the ship whilst they adventure. The group wants to meet with Mayor Koska. Perhaps there they can negotiate more to be done with the price of the ship. But they first travel to the smith to have Ace's gauntlet, the one with Grizzy's name engraved on it, imbued with the gem he had acquired, as well as pawn equipment to bolster the party's purse a little more. The trip to the blacksmith proves to be less profitable than hoped for, despite Briar's efforts, but Ace does contract the imbuement work from Ronnie, after he wins a friendly challenge of strength with him, of course. From the blacksmith, the group makes their way to the mayor's home. Upon arrival, they are eventually invited in by Mayor Koska, who's busy stuffing his face from a spread far larger than any one individual should consume. The party joins and eats a bit, but mainly the conversation is a wash. The mayor is quite absorbed in himself, and it is basically conveyed that he has no true authority here, merely a figurehead to represent the greater governmental system in place. Ace is offended at his disposition. He takes some of the mayor's meal to feed the more destitute of the town, and he storms out. The rest leave the mayor's and return to Martel's offices. Karun collects the alms box that the townsfolk had been contributing to, and collectively they have most, but not all of the sum total. Fortunately, as Balin had proposed to the party earlier, he and Martel are able to strike up a contract for an extension of a 20 gold loan on the boat, to be paid off by Balin and Bolt's shipping transport profits. This permits the boat to immediately come into the possession of Balin and the party, who are now formally, contractually recognized as the Fated Five. Meanwhile, Ace travels to the blacksmith after having fed the poor, and after the new functionality of his gauntlet is demonstrated to him by Ronnie, he collects it and then rejoins the party before most head to the tavern for evening drinks and maybe to collect some coin from drinking games. Now, with the majority of them well and inebriated, though a little heavier on purse, the party returns to Balin's to bed down once more. Another new day on the horizon. And it is from here we shall continue the story of the Legends of Aelos.
We rejoin our lovely party as they come home from a night of drunken shenanigans. You return to Balin's place unabated as they stumble in, some more well put together than others. Sky, what are you, what is Briar up to?
Briar is reading a collegiate-style textbook from her favorite author, and she's learning and writing a letter to Ronnie the blacksmith.
Ooh.
Dearest Ronnie, hi, it's a suit here. Sorry about the sword. I really didn't want to sell it to you, but we were already there. And don't feel bad about losing my freakishly strong friend, and I'm sure you were just tired anyways. Anyway, if we were ever in town again, maybe you could count on us coming back, and I promise no funny business, at least when it comes to merchandise. Maybe you could perhaps put some soot in a pouch to have on hand for me next time. Your friend, Soot. And then I draw a little bramble with little briars on it. He still doesn't know my name.
That's so cute.
All right, Rowan's probably gonna try to help Asher in through the door, but trying to like open it and trying to get him in.
I got it, and then I'm gonna like try to walk in and just fall on my face.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
It's fine.
Rowan's gonna lean down and kind of.
Oh no! A con save. That's an 11.
11. You don't throw up, but you're not conscious anymore.
I'm gonna put my hand on his back. He's out cold. And I'm gonna really like link my arm underneath him and just kind of like raise him up and try to get him towards the room.
I'm
probably put
it's only one of you, considering how much you drank.
I feel great. I feel like $1 million. $1 million coins. Bucks aren't a thing in this world.
Hey, Ace. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
I feel a little woozy, but I think I can hold my own.
18.
18. Yeah, you're
feeling pretty good.
You got a nice buzz. You're a little bit shaky like a pine. But
Briar's going to walk up to Rowan and be like, quick, how many fingers am I holding up?
roll a perception check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Somewhere between 10 and 40.
Yo, I'm gonna have to remember that when someone's super drunk.
8.
8. She has 20 fingers, and you're pretty certain.
How are
Pretty
you?
certain. but sometimes there's 10.
Rowan's gonna kind of like hold back a little bit of and like throw up, and he's gonna kind of help, just really focus on getting Asher into his bunk.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay,
We should definitely put some buckets beside those people.
that is a 17 plus 4, so
Okay.
21.
Briar, has your hair always been red?
Yes, dear. Have you always been quite so tall?
You know what they say about tall guys?
Oh no, no
Tall
dear.
pants. Tall pants. I don't know what you were thinking.
Oh dear.
Uh,
Usually we say big dicks, but okay. Okay.
Oh,
right for it. All right, hold on. Let me roll one for Balin here.
Asher's gonna pop up and be like, "Don't leave me on the floor. It's spinning less.
On the
Less
floor.
spinning. It's spinning less."
Rowan's gonna kind of like gently put him down, like get on a knee, and just slowly let him roll and onto the ground safely.
Balin kind
And
of
fall on the
stumbles
ground
over
himself.
towards you, and he sees you doing that. He's trying to help you. Like, and he kind of leans over to like, kind of like awkwardly puts his hands on both of like Asher's shoulders, and he's like, "All right, up you go. Can't handle you." And he starts to drift sideways. Oh, he stands up a bit. All right, just make sure that nobody throws up on the. Keep the floors clean. All right. There's buckets.
Balin? Is there?
And he loses it. I rolled a 2 on his con save.
on Asher? Is he throwing up on Asher?
He drifted to the side. He's about like maybe 3 or 4 feet away from Asher. He might have gotten a little bit of splasher on Asher, but
Asher on Asher.
Shake water.
Cast prestidigitation to make it not smell so good.
unfortunately, it's mostly alcohol.
Valid point. Not H2O.
You know, my dad always said we need to eat some food before drinking.
Talking about lightweight. Look at him.
And he kind of stumbles back a bit. And he sees the pile over the floor. I said, nobody throw up on the floor.
It was Corone. It was Corone.
He looks over at
God,
Karan.
no,
He's kind of
no.
wobbly.
Maybe you should go to bed, Balin.
Your bed. And he stumbles forward towards his room.
That sounds fun, right?
Rowan's gonna get up and kind of like focus on not throwing up because he's getting the spins at this point. Or he's gonna stand up and he's gonna go to the kitchen to kind of see what he can do to clean up the mess.
Oh, the drunk person that has to clean up the other drunk people mess.
No.
Bolt comes along with you. He's like, he's actually feeling pretty okay. So he's like, all right, suppose we better clean that up. It'd be the proper thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that smelling like throw up in the morning. It'll seep into that wood fast.
Ew.
It's like, why did I leave my room?
Wait, Briar, can you take the water out of that?
Yeah.
And do I need to get a bucket?
Ron, go to sleep. I will take care of this. You only big. You only so big. Go to bed. Go to
Rowan's
bed.
gonna kind of like, no, you go finish your book.
Go to bed, or I magic you, Ron. Go to bed.
Rowan puts down the bucket and stumbles into the room, walking over the throw up. Walking over it
Oh,
carefully.
okay.
Just kind of like bracing himself on the
Roll
wall.
a
and-
dexterity check. It's like the most rolls for non-combat ever. Like,
Is that a disadvantage? Because
Oh, thank
With
God.
disadvantage.
Oh, with disadvantage? Oh, that's not
You're
have you ever
drunk.
tried to like carefully do anything when you're drunk?
Oh
I
no.
rolled a 10 and then I rolled a 16. So a dex save
No.
that puts me at a 14 for a dex save.
14. You are so focused on this puddle that you, for some reason, your brain thinks like, I'm not gonna just like take a long way around it because you're thinking I gotta get there, but this is in my way. So you edge just right along the puddle and just stumble over just a little bit. Left foot kind of just like steps on the edge of the puddle a little bit, and you just kind of.
I'm gonna take the boot off. Right where, like, kind of brace myself against the wall and take the boot off and leave it right by the throw up and walk kind of like a little staggered because of my boots. Only walking with one boot on. You don't want to track it. I don't want to track it, Briar. Sorry. Then I'm just gonna follow her into the room, into my
I'm
bunk.
gonna pick up the boot.
I'm gonna
Clean
look
it
at
off.
Caron. Caron, are you okay?
Yes, I'm
How
fine.
many fingers am I holding up?
Depends on the position of your hands at that point in time.
Okay. What the hell happened?
I mean, I think it's fairly obvious. They got a little inebriated, to say the least.
We're
At least they came out
badass.
on top. Speaking of, how much did you even win in that debacle?
To be honest, I don't know if it's going from 5 to 10 to 20. You might want to count it. And then just I'll hand him the gold.
I'll take the gold and I'll put it on the table. Like, because I'm like holding like Rowan's nasty throw up boot
Yeah.
and the gold's all spilled on the table. The gold wash off the boot.
Oh.
We got luck though. We got some money out of those guys. They didn't even see it coming.
It feels like
Poor Asher, he didn't see it coming either, but we don't need to talk about that. We can, he should just turn into like dog form and dogs like eat their own throw up. That'd be just a really easy cleanup, right? Like, I mean, I don't see the problem here.
man can't even defend himself. Look at him.
It's like trying to hug the floor, like grab the floorboards, like stop it from moving.
Rowan just kind of like sprawled out already on the bunk, just like
One
with a
boot.
hand on the wall, with the one boot and like a hand on the wall and then another foot on the ground to kind of brace himself from spinning.
Is Asher blacked out?
Not completely.
His body's
he's,
doing
He's
things.
coming in and out. Like
Okay, I'll
No.
bide my time.
he's not fully there. I've been all these stages of drunk. That's why it's so accurate.
I've never been drunk a day in my life.
Okay, Is you try to go to bed too. We will clean this up.
Okay, I guess. Okay.
Bolt just
Find some
comes in from the
rags that-
kitchen with just a bucket, and he kind of just waddles over with the bucket and kind of pours it over the throw up. Just. Oh, I suppose we better wipe it up and mop it up a bit, probably.
Yeah, so I was gonna try to find some rags or
Can we shape water it up? Is there enough water to still
You can
dilute
move
it?
the water, but everything else
throw
will
up
just
would
stay.
Balls.
Mhm. And there's no drain in the floor to like
No.
wash it towards. It's got to come off the floor.
So he just added water to it.
Also, we don't have a map. So Briar's gonna go look for a mop.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
There
to
is
find
no
rags or
mop,
something.
but there are several kind of dingy hand towels kind of underneath this little cupboard in the kitchen.
Oh, I hate them all. Oh my god, sounds so sketchy. Oh, okay.
There's a broom. You could maybe make a makeshift mop by attaching the rags to the. It's not pleasant work. Sober
I
friend.
mean,
You're just gonna hear Ace yell from the room. You sure you don't need help? I can totally help you guys if you need it.
Rowan is gonna drunkenly say, "No, she's gonna cast on you if you try to help her."
That sounded very
She's gonna drown.
sexual, and I don't know how I feel about
Cast down on him.
Uh,
it. Briar,
just-
what kind of spells are you gonna cast on me?
I'm just gonna show spicy ones, and then I'm just going to just start cleaning because they're a bunch of fucking.
Bolt gets down
buckets.
there and starts cleaning too, and he's kind of the whole time.
You know, it could be a lot worse. A lot of the crewmates would throw it up on the ships, and I tell you, it's really hard to clean this up when it starts frothing around in the sea.
Oh, I just had a flashback, and oh my god.
To hit too close to home. Too close.
Little bit.
Yep.
Oh.
I think I know the story you're talking about. The open tank. Yep. Anyways, in a matter of time, between you and Bolt, sober enough, you clean it up, and there are some dingy vomit-covered rags. Bolt kind of just like wanders over to the door and opens up the door and throws him outside.
I really feel like I need a bath. I feel very hungry.
Do they have a bath here?
I don't think so. I think a sink. I think we have a sink.
Well, least we can do is we can find out what the take was. I'm gonna count to see exactly how much they pulled down.
So while he's doing that, I'd like to grab some extra clean rags. I like to dampen them, and I'm gonna go around and just place a damp rag on all of the drunk dumbasses, like forehands. Just like, there you go.
Mama Briar.
I'm a Briar.
All right. Unless there's anything else you guys would like to do in your drunken stupors, you are permitted a long rest.
Take a long rest with disadvantage.
Constitution checks to see if there's hangovers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fair.
that's honestly fair.
Color. I have the paint set we count on. I have a paint set. They are sleeping. We could have a little bit of fun.
If you'd like to have some fun, I will tattle on you, if that's
I-
what your curiosity is.
I'm thinking maybe if one can like grow face hair, we could draw that, or like an eye patch maybe, or angry eyebrows. Hopefully.
Angry eyebrows could be funny, yeah.
Could be from an analytical perspective. Objectively funny.
I'm going to look at my
Questioning
now
eyebrows,
found
curious
cousin.
eyebrows.
I'm gonna look at my cousin. Is he asleep yet after all this time?
Oh, he's passed the fuck
He's
out.
gone. He's
The
gone.
first
yeah.
one.
He's still
On
like
the
grabbing
floor.
the floor, but it's like,
Are you like passed out like dog mode, like legs like on your back, even though you're not in a dog?
so I'm just gonna be like on my belly, like face cocked to the side, like grabbing the hardwood floors, like trying to keep them from spinning, and just like,
I feel attacked with that description.
I have been in that situation more times than I care to admit.
So I would like to go to my cousin, and I would like to connect his eyebrows so he is a unibrow.
Easy enough. He no rolls for this. There's
Worth
no
it.
reaction. Poor guy.
I'm gonna look him. I'm gonna say, I wonder if that will stay when he transforms.
Unibrow wolf. Looks like a husky, basically. Okay. Who's the next victim?
I now so we'll go over to Ace, and I will do angry eyebrow.
Roll a sleight of hand versus his perception.
Yes.
Disadvantage perception.
I will take plus one. A 13.
Ah! 13. You both say it at the same time. So, as you're painting this on, wait, yeah. So wait, what are you doing for him with his uncovered or his covered face?
Oh, right. Can I just draw a smiley face on his bandages? No, because then that might not wash off. I regret. I'm not doing anything else. I only messed with my cousin. I don't want to sully his bandages.
You've already rolled, though. You have to let it resolve.
Oh,
You have to let
fine.
it resolve.
A
Wow,
smiley
all right.
face.
You're like heavy breathing as you do this, like slightly giggling to yourself, like as you like bring the paintbrush to him. And as you're doing this, just like T-Rex eye. Ace.
What are you
wakes up.
doing?
This is a dream. It's a phylactery.
You gotta stay away from my bandages, Briar. I don't know what spicy spells you have intended, but not near my face.
Okay, sleep well, sleep well.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Okay. Any more shenanigans?
No.
All right. So we resolved the night. Everybody feeling a little groggy. I won't make you do a Constitution save for your hangover. Anywhere but the face. So the morning is yours. It's a bit of a late start to the morning for you guys. Some slower to crawl out of bed than others.
So Asher's gonna probably wake up before everyone feeling like shit still, and then go outside and find an area to meditate and take a look at the sword.
What a great morning. I feel
Rowan-
great.
Rowan's gonna probably follow Asher and probably start doing some workouts around outside and probably do like a jog around the little vicinity.
I haven't drank like that in ages.
Okay, so Asher, while you're doing your short rest little study on the sword, as you can see in your inventory, it is a scimitar of certain death, which means
Oh, no.
that anybody attacked by that or receives damage from that cannot heal until the end of your next turn. So that's why Rowan couldn't heal.
It's
But as
in
soon
my
as you didn't have a
inventory?
second turn.
Should be in your inventory now. Yep. Unless something messed up. D&D Beyond.
Which is
Which
also
I should
possible.
have up anyway. View. Equipment. It's not equipped, but it should be there. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, well, it got removed. I'll add it. I'll add it.
Okay.
Who else had something that might have gotten removed?
I don't know. I have potion of calm emotions, but
Did you ever put what
Equipment?
that
Hmm?
fire damage does?
I did not add that yet. I'd have to create that magic item.
Okay.
But it'll be what did we say? DC 13 wisdom check to light it, to ignite. And then it would add a 1d4 to your hit when it's ignited.
1d4 fire.
Or it's a 1d4 minus 1, I believe, because Rowan's
Yeah,
is
it's a
even
1d4.
a 1d. It was a 1d4 minus 1, yeah.
Yeah.
So scimitar. It's not there. Sky, do you have your lightning in a bottle?
I have my lightning in a bottle? I don't believe so.
So it didn't save
No.
anything I added to your guys' inventories. Unfortunate. Yeah, you do. Bottled lightning. There it is. Yep.
Let me refresh.
It's bottled lightning, not bottle of lightning, or lightning in a bottle. So, should be
Equipment.
there now.
It is now.
Yeah. I don't know what happened with Asher's, unless I put it in somebody else's inventory on accident.
I don't have
See it in mine. But he should be able to just add it directly in.
Yeah, it's really just a scimitar. And then
Weapon of certain death scimitar. Right?
weapon of certain death scimitar. Yes. So
Yep. So just add that to your inventory. It should be a blue item.
huh?
That's one.
There's a lot
So-
of them. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a weapon of certain death for each weapon in the game.
So,
Shit,
those
the
don't
net's
show
got-
up. for
Weapon of
me.
certain death.
Yeah, when I type them in the search, doesn't show up.
Really?
Interesting. Because I tried to add it that way, and I thought I had to just make my own. Unless there's something I'm missing.
What are you searching
Filter
by?
type.
Scimitar?
Scimitar? I was just typing weapon. And
It
nothing
pulled
comes
up
up
for
for
me.
weapon.
Yeah,
Of
I've
certain
got a
death.
weapon of certain death. I get
Hmm.
weapon of certain death, comma, the weapon.
Filter by type. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it doesn't show
And you
up.
don't have proficiency, common, magical checked.
Nothing of that's checked.
Okay.
Interesting, because it shows up in D&D Beyond. Like, I can find it, but I just can't add stuff to your equipment. That's happened to me a lot with D&D Beyond. Like, as far as like trying to just add people's equipment from manage equipment. Doesn't show up.
That is interesting.
Interesting.
Perhaps we can look into that in the forums. But,
Yep.
Amek, were you able to add it for yourself?
I'm still trying to find it. It's not coming up.
It's not coming up
So
for
if
you
you-
either.
So it could be
Interesting.
something restricting him from having it. I don't know why. Because it
Are
pulls up for
You're-
everybody else.
You're in manage equipment, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, add item.
And you type in weapon of
I type
certain. and it
Weapon,
doesn't.
and nothing shows up for weapon.
Okay.
Well-
And you don't have any filters, and your weapon proficiencies include simple weapons, right? Well, it doesn't
Yep.
matter. You can still have it in your inventory, even if you can't use it, unless you have the filter. Doesn't make any sense. Well,
Oh well, we know what it does. So
Yeah.
okay.
Hi,
Ryer
Woody. Welcome
is
home. going
going to wake up and she's going to move her cot away from the door because she is now in the habit of barricading her door for Caron and say, "Good morning, Caron. How are you? How did you sleep?"
Morning. Not bad. It's honestly refreshing considering the evening was a bit exhaustive, to say the least.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's-
look at my dress too to make sure that there isn't anything that needs to be cleaned out from being on my.
You're good. You're good.
I'm
No vomit
very
on you.
I've got to tell you about the book. Okay, so Zaltazir, he's really amazing, and he was one of my Uncle Tamrin's favorite authors as well. So we were like reading it together, and I think I'm learning and getting ideas of other ways to use my magic, which is really exciting. And you should read the book too, or I can give you a Sparks Notes version, whatever you like.
Oh, I know why it wouldn't. I didn't have critical role stuff enabled.
There you
Ooh.
go.
Ooh, that might be my problem
That
too.
does it. That does it. You got them filters off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I think I probably will sit down and read it myself. Not to say that your note taking isn't concise, but you know, there's a certain fun to be found in actually ingesting the knowledge, rather than just having it delivered to you.
Right.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And glad to hear it wasn't just a waste of money.
No, it was very informational. The rope I have, there's something I can do with it, and I really want to give it a try, maybe eventually, and see how it goes. And then, like when we were in the cave, and Uncle Tambran was like, "Oh, I'm here figuring out how he kind of did that and how I could maybe do that too. So I'm excited.
Good, good. Well, how much longer do you think you'll be reading it? Is it you've already read the entirety of it?
I think I've read most of it. You guys were gone for quite a while, and I'm a very fast reader. But I mean, we've got so much time. So
Oh, I'm eager whenever you are done.
yes.
To dive
Well,
in
you
myself.
you can start. You can start and then maybe catch up.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Well, I guess we should probably go see if the rest have roused themselves at this point. And some might need a little more assistance than others.
Yeah, you guys have come to. Each of you a nice, lovely back of the neck throbbing sensation. A little
Rowan's
dehydrated.
Rowan's like working off the hangover,
Yeah.
working out. So,
Feel great.
all right.
Okay, what would you like to do?
Breakfast. We need breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast is probably a good idea.
Good
And then
morning,
I-
Run, Briar.
Morning, Rowan. How did all of you sleep? Honestly, I'm kind of surprised you're all up and about. Oh, where's Balin?
I still sleep, but I slept like a rock.
Good morning, Rowan.
Morning, Ace.
Rowan? Briar, did you try to touch my face last night?
What? Were you
Did you-
were you sleepwalking again?
No, don't lie. Don't try to turn this back on me. Were you trying to do something with my bandages?
No, not at all.
Deception
I came
check.
and put a yes.
Disadvantage.
Insight.
Ron's casually going to walk away to go check on Balin.
16 and another one 17.
All right, I only got a 7.
Insight with insight with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you're not buying it. You're like, I was drunk, but I was
I was drunk,
there.
but I wasn't that drunk.
Asher, just at this moment, Asher's gonna walk in like, "Hey, how's everyone?"
Oh no.
What's so-
I'm not dealing with that one, and I'm just gonna turn around and go back into the room for a minute.
Good morning, cousin.
You know what? I don't know about you guys. Ron's just kind of wipe his hands off his sweat. Maybe a bathhouse before breakfast. I feel like I smell like ale.
As you
In
are
vomit.
saying this, Balin comes out of his room at the end of the hall, and you see he's wearing actually kind of like this kind of light blue bathrobe, and he's kind of just waddling over. You see he has these like wooden sandals that he's wearing. It's a attire you've never seen before. You're not sure if it's like his nightwear, but he kind of like groggy-eyed kind of stumbles over like 1 foot at a time. It's almost like he's like walking like a zombie, and he doesn't even say anything to anybody. He's kind of just walking. You see he has a towel in his hand.
Morning, Balin.
Yeah. Morning. Anybody want a wash? And he just
Yes.
heading for the door.
Yes. Rowan's going to follow right behind him.
Yep.
Actually, yes.
Briar's gonna grab her coin pouch and keep close and go to.
Everybody following?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah,
haven't
you
passed
just see
since
this
Spades at the
parade
beginning of
of
this.
different levels of hangover walking through the street, led by this zombie style walking Balin, kind of just groggily walking down the street. And he like kind of very mechanically, just like almost like he's using like muscle memory, like stops, turns at the end of the road, heads down a different street. Like
Rowan's gonna kind of walk next, like slow down to walk next to Karan. I wasn't too bad last night, right?
No.
Okay, I normally don't get drunk, so, but seemed fun.
No. Just I figured, somebody had to keep the wherewithal. I'm not much of a drinker myself, if you haven't deduced that.
Rowan is gonna kind of like look around to see who's paying attention, and he's gonna whisper, "I didn't throw up, did I? That wasn't me that did that, right?"
No, fortunately, none of us threw up.
Oh, good.
I'll kind of look at Balin at the front of the pack, leading us to the lost.
Rowan's gonna deduce it was Balin. He's gonna go, "Oh,
Hey, it's his house. He can do what he wants to it,
that's true.
even if we have to clean it up.
You guys did." Oh, I'm so sorry. I wish I would have helped.
You attempted to, but we insisted that you rest.
That's
On
right.
the off chance that you contributed more.
I'm gonna turn to
Didn't
Briar.
want that.
That's right. You told me not to. Thank you. I needed the sleep. Thank you, Briar. And then Rowan's just gonna keep walking with the
So,
group.
yeah, as you guys are walking down the street again, he kind of stops at the corner, and you see there's kind of this like steam kind of rolling through this kind of almost like a pasture area. It's like right next to a stable there actually, and you see there's as you turn around this corner, within this kind of open pasture, there are different like repurposed large troughs that are under different levels of flame for makeshift hot tubs here for different levels of heat. There's actually a good few of them, 2 of them occupied by some other people who might have had similar nights to you guys.
Do we see the guys from the bar?
No.
There's been some nice bantering going on. Rowan is gonna, I guess, make his way into the stall or whatever, and just jump right on in.
It's not very private. There are like kind of thatched little stable stalls, but they're kind of like it's almost like bathroom stalls to an extent, but just like with thatching that only vaguely obscures. But Balin just drops it, steps into one of them. He's kind of sitting there for a little bit. Nah, that one's too warm. He gets out, goes to another one. Don't want to get dehydrated.
Why am I picturing this?
Woody, thank you for the sub. Welcome, Ryan.
Actually, yes. Oh, it's too late now. Rowan's already committed. Didn't grab a towel.
I didn't even seem to take your
They
clothes
have
off. You
towels
just hopped
there.
in.
They're kind of
Oh, no, Rowan would have undressed. He would definitely have undressed. He loves baths.
No time like the present, so Ace is just gonna start getting naked and get into one of them.
I'm going to look to Briar and be like, would you like me to stand outside that?
There are some stalls that are more private than others, and
Yeah. That's some
there is
gesturing
kind of
towards.
a lady there because she's kind of holding like towels, kind of dwarven lady. It's kind of a soft-spoken, like nice, kind demeanor, and she's like, "Come along, dearie," and she just like motions you over to like one of the more private stalls or whatever.
They're going to see me naked anyways, eventually, probably, but it's fine. I'll go with them. You go get clean. Yeah. And I'm just gonna start whipping it out and just following ladies. I don't give a shit.
Rowan's gonna go up, like put himself where he's like nose under and just kind of make bubbles. And with his little toes, kind of just his toes, massive, probably feet, just kind of hanging off the bathtub.
His little toes peeking up out of the water.
How would he fit in that? He is 6'4". He's 6'3" or 6'4".
Varying sizes, right?
Carefully.
Yeah, they're not all uniform. I mean, he might have to have a little bit of his legs out. Some of the troughs are even like multiple people could probably fit. So
Oh.
Medieval
usually
jacuzzis without the jacuzzi.
This is interesting compared to the ones that I've usually been to. It's usually like a massive tub, like a big old pool. It's kind of weird to be in, like, and Rowan's gonna tap the trough. And make ting, ting, ting.
Actually,
So,
that's how it is. That's very similar back to where I'm from. We large pools that multiple people can get into, as opposed to the individualized ones.
It does remind me of home a little bit. Having this little trough.
All the naked
Nice.
bodies. Naked bodies remind you of home. Is that what you're saying, Rowan?
No.
You
I'm saying-
dog.
No.
I
Rowan's gonna get
knew
really.
it.
Rowan's gonna get really red and
Get your mind out of
no.
it, Kata.
It's the trough, and he's gonna hit the trough again. No, not like that. No. Out of respect, it's always stayed at my house. So.
Naked bodies, I have to admit, remind me of home for sure.
You guys just... Wow.
Well, you could say that the house I came from, being naked was a common thing.
Embracing it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, there's nothing wrong with that. It's the natural state. I have to agree.
You see
Especially
Balin-
if somebody was paying for it.
Excuse me?
Don't say it. And he just
What were
it
they
just
paying
laughs
for?
and he just laughs and he just relaxes into the trough. I'll tell you when you're older, Crone.
Older
Balin's kind of just like hyper relaxed into his tub, and he starts like slapping the sides, like, oh, they roll up drunk into the tubs, they dunk. They rolled up drunk. They rolled up drunk. You just kind of.
Asher's just gonna be like sitting there like, fuck.
Is Asher close to the tub where Rowan's at, or?
You guys are all. It's pretty close vicinity. So you guys kind of went with like the ones that aren't stall, like so you can just see
Yeah.
each other just hanging out, just chilling.
Yeah, Rowan's just gonna kind of slap the tub. Hey, don't fall asleep. We don't need you drowning.
If
I believe
Can
that
you-
might be a gift at this point. I feel like death.
Asher, could you like transform into a fish maybe, and like then you'd be okay. You wouldn't drown.
I will.
How does that whole thing work with you, dude? Can you like do multiple animals, or is it just a wolf, or what?
I believe it's just a wolf. I haven't very much tried very much.
Go ahead. Let's try it. Get some gills out right now. Let's see it.
I think he means he would need to study very intensely if he wants to just transform into a fish.
Oh.
And at this moment, I am studying very hard to just be alive.
Bro, you threw up everywhere in that bar.
Uh,
At least you didn't throw up at Balin's.
You're fine. Asher.
True.
Just
True.
Don't let Ace tug on you too much.
No. No, I'm not giving him a hard time. It was epic. That's my dude right there.
Speaking of which, maybe we should go to the light post.
Oh yeah. let's
And
do that.
apologize.
Yeah.
No. So we don't have to apologize. Maybe we shouldn't go back to the other one that last night. We should visit Balin's.
Oh, the tides. That's right.
You guys went to Tides, yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
we,
Light post, yes. We need
luckily,
that.
by the time we come back through town, they should forget about us.
Do you think they would hate us?
Nah,
I
this
think
place
they
seems a bit rowdy.
would seem like everybody was having a good time.
Pretty
I
sure
don't
doors were trained.
about that. I mean, you saw them, they were treating us. It was kind of like, par for course.
Well, look who's back to being alive a little bit. You kind of was scaring me. I thought you was the undead there for a minute, the way you were walking to the bathhouse.
Oh, just a bit groggy, a bit stiff, you know how it goes in the morning.
I thought it was a sin for a dwarf to throw up.
I didn't throw up.
Actually,
Well,
Nope. He puts his ears on the
I mean, the only person he's deceiving is himself.
Not listening.
Rowan's gonna start taking some of the soap. Is there like soaps or anything he can kind of wash his hair with?
There are different kind of like handmade soaps and like baskets that hang along the side of the trough.
Yeah, Rowan's just gonna start like brushing his like taking the soaps in his hand and doing it all at once.
Very refreshing. Very, very refreshing.
Smell like flowers.
Ace is gonna
Flowers and
actually.
herbs.
Ace is gonna stand up and actually see about going over to one of those private stalls, so that way he can take off bandages.
Okay.
Clean
Like
his
you've been
face
in the
and
tub with
everything.
your bandages on the whole time?
Yeah,
His face
yeah.
bandages, yeah.
Oh, it's face bandages. I thought like your whole body. I was like, that's gross, dude.
No, that's
Other people getting those things.
Just
Jalen, can we get our armor cleaned as well while we're recovering?
Yeah, it'll probably take cost you a bit, but yeah, they'll take care of that too. They'll clean you up, clean your clothes, wash them up.
I do not want to smell what I smell like if I have to transform.
Rowan's gonna kind of flag down that dwarven lady. Is she kind of making her rounds?
Yeah, she's making rounds. Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
How
dearie.
much is it? How much is it to kind of get our clothes kind of cleaned up?
It depends, but it can range from anywhere from 5 copper to 5 silver. Truthfully.
I'll go ahead and take care of everybody. Even the
I'll take care of myself, thank you.
I
Appreciate
got
it.
myself. Rowan, you have been
It's a bit
too
customary.
kind.
and feeling bad about Briar, I'll go ahead and pay for hers as well. She cleaned up after us last night, so I'll just take care of her and that gentleman with the bandages and Balin.
Nope, Rowan, gotta stop doing that. You're not gonna have enough money for all the alcohol. Pay for myself.
To be fair, I don't think I'm gonna be drinking that much anymore. But you're right. I guess me, Briar, and Balin. Thank you. And Rowan's gonna put down however much it costs.
That'd be about 8 silver
8 silver
altogether
Okay.
for her. And then for each of your baths as well, each of you would be 8 silver for baths.
Okay.
So it's 8 silver for the bath, and then how much for the cleaning?
Rowan is picking up
Rowan
the
was
tab.
picking that
and-
up.
Yeah.
Which means Rowan is going to pay 16 silver.
And after we said
Or
that,
1 gold and 6 silver.
Yes.
Well, that's it.
Maths.
Maths.
I have a lot of silver, so I might as well get rid of it. But... Okay. Rowan's gonna just continue bathing. And until everything's done.
It's your call. What would you like to do?
Well, I am honestly going to go clean my own clothes.
Clean your own clothes. Okay.
If you want, yeah.
Easy enough. So
Right.
yeah, you guys spend some time there while they're cleaning and even drying your clothes, and you guys are brand spanking, sparkly new, ready for the road. Well, ready to prepare for the road.
So fresh and so clean.
Oh, that smells good.
are we? I'm sorry. Are we going to go get breakfast before we go and get supplies, or are we?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think. Food first.
Great
plus
idea.
we can go over what we're going to do with what you so earnestly earned last night. With your
Yeah. Did you ever count that? How much did we make?
a fair bit. We can discuss it over breakfast. We
Sounds-
might be able to take care of most, if not all, of our loan right off the gate.
Oh.
I don't actually have that number down.
Good
I know
job.
it's. I know
You don't.
we talked about it in the video or whatever.
I
Or
think
in the. I mean, we talked about it in the last episode.
think it
but
was-
I didn't write it down anywhere. I looked for that. but-
There was the captain, and then he had 3 people. So, and it was two per people, and then the
I thought it
captain
was
put in.
16 gold total. That's what. For some reason, that's what I remember. Total
Yeah, it was
like
2
six-
gold.
it was 2
2 gold for each person, and then the captain's won what, 10?
5.
5 each.
Mhm.
5
5
each. So.
each.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so total pot would have been
14.
2, 4, 6.
Was it 2 gold per person or 1 gold for each and 5 for the captain?
2
5
gold per
Just-
person.
2 gold
2
per
gold
person, 5 for the captain.
5.
8.
How many people were there?
Two,
It'd be
two,
11.
there's 4 people and
4
1
people.
captain.
Okay. Yeah. So math. D&D.
Oh, what-
Right?
So 13 gold then? 13 gold
13.
is profit is what we Okay.
Yes, because we're not obviously earning what we put up.
I mean, you get it back, but it just means you just didn't lose it. So you're
Right.
13 profits.
Exactly.
All right. Before we leave, we need to make sure Briar's with us.
Oh yes, of course. Briar,
Oh. Yes, and then I'll get like all strapped in and make my way to the
Okay.
gents.
All right. Everybody's fresh.
Light post.
Light post.
Is that where we're going?
It's not a far jaunt from here. It's kind of around the same side of town.
unless you guys want to go back to Tides for breakfast,
No,
you good
let's-
there. I like
let's,
Bacon's.
Let's go to Lighthouse. The light post.
Light post, yes.
Alrighty. Easy
They
enough.
might be done with the ship. We might be able to actually get on it and see.
Did Asher get the paint mark off?
Yes.
Did you
were
wash
able
your
to- You
face?
were able to successfully wash that off. Yes.
Did he
even
notice?
I don't even
that's
think he would have
true.
noticed.
Nobody
He's just
mentioned
like-
it. It's
was-
there's like a little bit of residual because you didn't really know that it was there, so you didn't really like scrub at it. But just from having washed and cleaned yourself a little bit, there's just like a little bit on like kind of darker spots on your
On the
eyebrows.
hairs itself.
Yeah.
Makes him look a little bit angrier.
Yeah.
Like the. Good for. Doing all right there, Asher.
What are you talking about?
You look kind of angry.
Balin kind of
Just looks
like
a man interrupt.
moseys over and like squints at you. What's that?
I'm just gonna look over to Briar and be like,
Yeah, I got like a bit something there.
I just want to make sure you're all right. You kind of, I know being hungover can get kind of frustrating, so just want to make sure you're okay.
whatever. Let's get food.
All right, so as you
Briar
guys,
just shrugs and is like, "We're going to go have breakfast. Tea."
a different journey here as you guys make your way to the light post. You're a little bit more jaunt in your step, not so zombified. The hangover's a bit pampered too, and you walk in, and as you open the door, before he even turns around, he's like, "Welcome to the light. Oh, it's you guys. How you doing?"
Doing pretty good. Good morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
Guess
Breakfast.
the usual at this point.
Breakfast. Oh, it is the best.
Yeah.
Got myself some regulars here now, that's for sure. All right.
I need
I'll
bacon.
get it right whipped up. Bacon.
I
got
would
fresh
take your
stock right now.
hangover special.
I
Hangover
need a
special.
ton of bacon. Yes.
Got you there. All right. So he kind of jaunts over. You guys take your seat.
All right. So what do we do from here?
Well, we're Lake Grasp was a few days away. If you are all accompanying,
Yes, I believe that was the initial intent was to head there.
Can get some stuff, then we leave this. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Blind.
We can finish up breakfast here. Moran's gonna try to do like math in his head. Probably leave here by late afternoon. We can start hitting the road.
I don't think we've much discussed what I've got plans. I've been trying to get here so long that I didn't exactly have plans for after I got here, so I'm here along for the ride with you. I've told you multiple times that you guys have my fists in whatever adventures we get along with, so I'm more than happy to assist you guys with that.
No, my trek, my inevitable destination at some point, is probably the furthest of anyone's here, so I, of course, will be along for wherever we happen to stop.
I guess if there's anything that I'm searching for is a safe haven. Every single location that I seem to come across has problems. I'm just looking for somewhere that would be safe for someone to settle down.
Well, the thing is, no matter where you go, there's going to be some sort of conflict, this or that. Nowhere is perfect.
True, but somewhere with good walls and people that don't ask too many questions. Definitely on my radar.
Don't ask Ace questions. Got it.
Oh shit! And Asher's gonna realize he forgot to message Korea about the letter yesterday. Like, I must send a message to Korea and let her know to be on the lookout for your letters, Rowan.
Thank you. I think we still got some time, so.
How long do you
Don't worry
anticipate it'll
about it.
take us to get there? Don't have any other destinations.
Well, it
How long
took
did it take
me.
us, Briar?
I
Because we
think
came down past
Almost a
Lake
month.
Crest. About a month.
Do you
Lake
Olsen,
Grass?
do you
Well,
have-
Well, for
have
you,
we so far-
your journey total was almost a month.
Yes, was a month.
Quran.
Yeah.
But then
We passed by Lake Grass, or the approximate location as
It's
on
about
our way
like
there.
what, 12
2
days?
weeks?
What
A
was-
fortnight.
so it depends. You're saying going from Mid Cove
Where we
to
Mid Cove to Lake Crest.
Mid Cove to Lake Grass. Let me add it up here.
Yep. It's like
Olsen,
a fortnight or something.
I am my camera is not
Camera is not what? Oh, what the
lined
heck?
up. Yeah.
There we go. I don't know what's going on.
Thank you.
I was realigning it, and I just needed to put transition, so it activated what I realigned it. 'Cause you were
No
like, off
worries.
screen. All right. So from Mid Cove, roughly speaking,
Oh no, it's actually not that.
Like 3 days, I think.
Yeah, actually it's a lot. Because you see each hex is a day's worth of travel, so it's 3.5 days.
Yep.
Something.
So probably about 3 or 4 days, give or take.
3 or 4 days. Okay. Let's. Yeah, if you want to tell her that, as well as to expect us within the week.
Well, actually, it'd probably be closer to 4 or 5 if you're counting. Like if you're
Being
going
the
through a
hex of
hex, it's
Mid-Cove,
yeah, it's
yeah.
just kind of like a general guide, and it doesn't really account for elevation and stuff like that. So,
So within a week would be safe. We'll be there within a week.
So I'll cast message and tell her we are leaving Midcove finally. We shall be there within a week. Please look out for a letter addressed to Rowan. I am unsure of last name.
I am unsure of last name.
Does Rowan hear that conversation at all?
Well, the last part of like not sure of last name, I do like kind of say that out loud.
Not
Oh,
sure of last name?
it is when you are using sending. I'm pretty sure it is out loud when you're speaking it. You're part of it.
Drogan.
Drogan. Well, Rowan Drogan. If this is sending still.
And so, wait, you said you'd be probably about a week.
Yeah,
Was your
within the
suspicion?
week.
It's so good to hear from you. I can't wait to see you and travel safely. I know the roads are getting more dangerous these days. So I will see you soon. Love you. And will do.
Well, Rowan, she's got an eye out for your letter, but she did mention the roads are getting more dangerous.
Thank you for telling your wife, and well, I think we can handle some danger. You guys think?
I mean, we have so far managed all right. I've still got all of my fingers.
I would think that a tried and true man would prove that we're ready for a little danger.
Still
This
kind
is
of blown
true.
away by that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
And that snake that you beat up with your bare
Mhm.
fist,
Yes.
terrified me.
I could
Still.
really whip.
No, go ahead.
Listen, Rowan's gonna be excited for his pancakes.
Yes, pancakes is good. That's
Bacon.
Nommy
what-
noms.
myself.
The bacon comes out first. He brings out
Yes.
just a big, just pile of it. Like,
Thick cut.
Yes.
yeah, thick
It's
cut.
like jerky.
Only the best for the regulars. You know how it goes. And he puts that plate there, just a mound at the kind of the centerpiece. Who needs flowers, right? And he he kind of like sets that down, and he like finger guns as he runs runs back to the back, comes back out with just platters of pancakes as well.
Rowan's gonna kind of hangover eat, just kind of stuff his face.
How much do we owe you?
Well, we're looking at all in all, you can split it however you like, but looking at 8 silver.
So
Seems to be the number
out-
today.
I'll
out
just
of
put down
out
a
of-
gold on the table and be
I
like,
was about Ace was actually about it, but you
Did
could
the same
if you
thing.
want to. Yeah. I was out of game. 10 silver is 1 gold, right?
Yes.
Okay.
10 silvers.
But if
Leaving him a tip.
Yep,
Yeah.
Rowan's gonna do the same thing. Throw a piece of gold down.
Well, you didn't have to do that. Bless your soul to Abysseus.
is it 8 silver for everything or 8 silver? a
8
piece?
silver for the whole thing.
It's
We're
silver
giving him
total.
like
Yep.
we're
Okay.
giving him multiple gold.
Yes, yes,
Oh!
yeah. That's why I was like, wait a minute
no,
here.
no.
How's about we all contribute
2 silver.
but 4, I was gonna say 4 or 5 silver apiece.
Sure.
Cool it.
That sounds good to
Considering
me.
we'll also have to break it to him that we won't be as regular once we leave Mid-Cove, or we might be gone for a fair bit of time.
5 silver is being removed.
Rowan's gonna take that, slide that gold back, and then kind of put it back, and then put down 4 silver.
He watches you do
You are
it.
all
I'm kidding,
very
I'm kidding, I'm
liberal
kidding.
with your money, and I'm a bit concerned.
Briar's
I
the
have no
treasurer.
No concept. Like, I never really had money. And
Rowan, listen. You need money to survive. Keep some of it. Now do you
Yeah,
understand?
I'll put the 4 silver on instead of the gold then,
thank
since
you,
we're
Briar.
splitting.
Wow.
Out of character, I worked in food service, so yeah, I got no problem with over tipping.
Amen.
Well,
Amen.
while we're talking about money a little bit, one of the equipment that I'd like to look about getting is possibly a separate bag. Possibly if we are fighting a lot more enemies. Maybe we could start picking up some weaponry to sell back to the next village or town that we get to. I think would be a good idea.
Hopefully, we'll
Well-
come across bandits that are worth looting their weapons. Well,
Absolutely.
Those pirates are trash.
Just wanted to be prepared, something to hold them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, how much do you guys think we should get in rations for a 7-day adventure?
I mean,
Well, I can make food. It's not
yes,
the most tasty, but
it's sustaining, and that's what matters most.
Don't for a second think that you're not important, Asher. That is an amazing ability.
Yeah, I don't know how to cook.
I think if we all have, a few days, perhaps 5. I mean, technically, I I mean, I don't need any more rations. We can see if there's other things that we may want to come across, but we may want to just try and eliminate our debt, considering that you managed to make 13 gold last night.
Very true.
All we need to do is contribute another 7 more.
Well,
It'll strap us, but at least we'll only be indebted to Balin, so to speak. Although it's more of a partnership, really.
Out of game. Go ahead, Rowan.
No, go ahead. You go ahead, Ron.
I'm just curious. JT. How much would a bag be?
If you're looking like
we're-
a backpack or like just a sack or
I would say a backpack so it could hold more
Mhm.
weaponry,
Mhm.
something that he could throw over the other shoulder
Gotcha.
if it ever got to that.
You're getting a second backpack, or did you not get a backpack at all?
I have a backpack.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting a second backpack that's not got anything in it, no kits or anything. It's just a backpack. So if
Gotcha.
we go out, pelts, if we go hunting, anything so we can hold that kind of consumables, this kind of stuff.
Yep, you're looking at somewhere in the ballpark of 2 gold.
Okay. Well, if my understanding is correctly, a backpack would probably be around 2 gold, so I'd have around 12 gold I could throw in. It would be all my money, but if we have this shipped to us, it's definitely worth it. And I already have the rations that I need. Doesn't seem
After-
like we need anything else.
After breakfast tonight, I do need some rations, and I'm with my winnings. I'm at 3.5 gold.
Well, we should go to the stores and see what we got to look at, and then we'll really talk about what we can put forth to the ship.
Does anybody have a tent? Or tents?
You have
No.
bedrolls.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep. All right, Ronald's gonna finish up his breakfast and kind of get ready to go back to the stores. Oh wait, Billy. Billy, that's the bartender's name.
Mhm.
Billy Bales.
Billy, I got a quick question. I don't know if I asked you this prior, but did you ever see a man named Jathril here?
I don't know anybody by that name, but you got a description of him, or perhaps? Don't catch everybody's names that comes through, but I remember faces pretty well.
Rowan's gonna kind of. He was a little bit shorter than Rowan, right? He was like
Maybe like an inch, so he was probably about
Yeah.
like 6'2".
Yeah,
He's still pretty sturdy.
So Rowan's gonna kind of do the tie, longer brown hair, beard, sharp eyes like a hawk. Never really smiled.
Sharp eyes like an hawk. Yeah, I see. There's a lot of brown-haired, bearded
Right.
fellas around here, but the sharp eyes, that one, like a yes. That's-
Blue, kind of a shirt.
Right.
Chainmail.
Chainmails.
Mhm,
Yeah, I did see fellas like that. Yeah,
Do you know how
these
long
two.
ago?
That the same day that he came in. Points
Mhm.
out.
That was the
Yes,
last time you
Ronan.
saw him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they buggered off and he never came back. So
Sure. I was hoping to maybe he was here afterwards. Maybe we can get a timeline. Okay.
unfortunately, I didn't see him after that.
No problem, Billy. Thank you for letting me know. And then Rowan's gonna kind of mumble underneath his breath. Yeah. Breath.
Hey.
It's a fate, right? The whole conversation. So, I'm done.
You guys, we're going now. It's time.
I guess Billy
Hello?
Bales just doesn't know
Like,
anything.
it's worse because my dress has a flap. Let's go.
There, you have boob flaps on.
Boob flaps.
Curtains. Perfect.
I need to enunciate Are you doing enunciate?
No, it's gold. We have so many clips from you, Allie. It's precious. It's precious.
Great. It's great.
For the
Uh,
blooper reel.
Yeah, it's great. Bro is just gonna go out to the group and just say I'm ready.
All right, so you're looking for like a general store to buy like camping supplies and stuff like that? Yep.
Yeah.
So I imagine you probably just inquire with Balin. He leads you to, it's nothing fancy. It's like it's the kind of sign is literally just kind of like just a bag and like random goods or whatever, and then like a little bit of coin on the sign. Literally just says general store. Does not have a name.
Alright. Well, Balin, I don't know if I think we might be heading out after we get what we need here.
Aye. I suppose this is coming to be a farewell. I've got to
Wow.
say, it's been a wonderful pleasure surviving with you and fighting with y'alls and other adventures we've gotten into, getting to know as y'all. Been quite a pleasure.
Rowan's gonna put his hand out for a handshake. Oh, we'll see you later.
Goes in there and like does not like overly aggressive, but like overly enthusiastic, like just my dude.
I don't like farewells.
Well, we'll be back eventually, I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah, you gotta collect your monies. That's right.
It's just goodbye for now.
I will put it in a separate safe deposit for use for when you return. Granted, that all goes according to plan. But,
Well,
all right.
if you need to reach us, send a letter to me to Lake Rasp. I should have contacts there.
Right.
I'd say that.
So
probably
you're
would be
saying to
most
the
reliable.
what was it? The moon?
The Sleeping Moon
Sleeping
Inn, I believe.
Sleeping Moon Inn. So good thing you know my world and I don't.
We live in it. You just created it.
I just yeah. Very laissez-faire god of this world. Well,
Oh,
one
sure,
thing
yeah,
I
I made that
created.
at some
Keep forgetting to zap that with lightning. Oh.
Ace is gonna look at Bolton. It was an honor to have you as a friend. I can't wait to hear how well you do as a captain. Make me proud, my friend. And he will go for like a shake as well.
You go for the handshake and he kind of pulls that out of the way and kind of does like just like it's a bit of a side hug and he kind of like puts his head. Ace, going after you was best choice I ever made. I mean, I'm going to be a captain. I can't believe any of this.
You did
But
it
I'm-
yourself. Proud of you.
Oh. Safe travels. And he kind of
I'll look
then
forward
shakes
to
your hand.
hearing from him.
All right,
There we
and
go.
Balin kind of turns to him. All right, old Bolt. Lesson day one. Let's get your ship in order. And he kind of takes him and kind of salutes to you guys. Bolt kind of waves. Safe travels.
Safe sailing.
And he kind of like they're kind of talking as they trail off.
Oh, let's get into this general store, shall we?
There we go. And
Yes, especially if we're going to stop by motels, too.
Motels.
Well, we're going to pay off the rest of the debt, aren't we?
Yes.
Lisa was settled up with the loan.
If we have enough,
Well,
I think
we might
can
not have enough after supplies
We'll see. That's why
We'll see.
we'll
Yeah.
discuss how much we got and if we can have put a little down. We should.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you enter the general store, and there's a lot of just different kind of general items. So you ask, and I will see if it's in stock. You walk in. There's kind of this kind of older-looking human fellow, kind of like a scraggly, kind of patchy white beard that kind of grows, and kind of a balding kind of tonsure cut. And can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for a few things. Maybe you have them. Looking for another backpack. Just the backpack.
Sure. And he kind of like jaunts over from the register, and there's kind of like a wall, different different sizes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much for the biggest one? The biggest one, right there.
So let me see here. So the biggest one would have a capacity of 60 pounds of gear. We kind of just roughly estimate. We're not necessarily using encumbrance, but it just has twice the storage capacity of a normal backpack. But that would be instead of the 2 gold, looking at 3 gold and 8 copper.
3 gold and a copper.
8 copper.
8
not
copper.
8 copper, 8 silver. My apologies.
8 silver. Okay.
3 gold, silver.
DM, can I attempt to make a persuasion check
Sure.
to negotiate that to 2 gold?
You can try.
Yes. I'm gonna try.
I want you to give me the price of the big one for the price of the small one.
Oh, where's persuasion? Oh, that's a -1. Okay, 16.
16. So I did bad on my challenge roll. So I'm going to say, he's like, I'll tell you what. The best I can do for this, because we have a new stock coming in and I got to clear the shelves, I can do 2 gold, 4 silver.
Ace is gonna look back at kind of the party because I know we're trying to, see how much gold we have and get the boat. So he's gonna kind of look back for reassurance that that's okay.
Now, let me
Heck of a
assure you,
discount.
this is twice the storage capacity of a normal 2 gold backpack, but just 4 more silver. So, I mean, you're getting a steal here.
I would agree with you. That's a good deal.
You okay? Yeah.
Also need to get some rations and probably about how much for a day's ration?
So, yeah.
A gold piece each, I think.
It's 5 silver piece each for a day.
5 silver piece.
5 silver each. His price is 6.
So if we add it, does it deduct the money from our coffer automatically?
If
No.
you add it,
Oh.
it adds it.
You have to remove.
Well,
The gold. Okay.
Yes.
I will take 4 days of rations.
He says how much again? 5 copper.
6.
6 copper each.
6 silver
6
for
silver
rations.
each.
A day of
Okay.
rations.
All right.
You said you'll take 4 days worth of rations?
Yep.
Okay.
So 2
Rowan's
gold,
gonna
4
look
silver.
around for like
18.
a 5-person tent.
Oh. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I am not currently in stock of any 5 persons, but we have a good number of 2 persons on hand, so
How much does that cost, sir?
Look at the prices.
Price.
As I'm doing this, he's going through his catalog. Be much smarter to write the price on there, wouldn't it?
More
You
realistic.
You're working with a lot of stuff, so I can understand.
unfortunately, the prices change every day, so I don't have the manpower to pay to put them on display because then it changes. Then I just have so much loss. And 2-person is 2 gold pieces. His price is 2 gold, 3 silver.
Okay.
It's a good investment.
Do we want to hold off on these? I
You know,
mean,
so
we can sleep
you-
outside.
And if you think about it, you may only need 2 tents because somebody's going to be keeping watch. So there's only going to be, you know what I mean, kind of thing.
True.
So
So
Yes.
4 gold, around 4 gold, or
So,
maybe
you know,
5.
6.
Well, if we need a tent in an emergency, I could craft something out of. I grew up outside, so
Can you create stuff
Makeshift.
with your?
no, not magic, just makeshift shelters.
I know weaving, so I can work with tapestries, but I'd have to procure those.
Jethro and I only ever just slept on our bedrolls in openness. People really want to mess with us. So, I think we'll hold off on that for now. We can work with the makeshift. You can teach me how to do some makeshift sheltering.
Sure, I could always help you too. Me and my mentor, we used to spend a lot of times out in the woods. I've built my fair share of makeshift shelters as well. So
It'd be fun.
yes,
And if we have a bad time, I guess we can just get something at Lake Grasp. Thank you. I'm sorry, I don't think I caught your name.
Tonk.
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 Honk.
Sorry, the T didn't register for me. Tonk.
Tom, do you have any water-resistant tapestries?
Oh yeah, all of the tents are water resistant material. That's
Just
the
the
point.
tents, though. Nothing.
I
just-
don't have any just like plain fabrics on hand, unfortunately.
That's the only other thing I could think of.
Maybe just for now.
We'll probably try.
Yeah. I think
Whatever
so.
rations you guys feel is necessary, we can possibly some salt,
Salt.
cure hides, meat, anything that we might need in the field.
Yes, preserving it. That's right. Yeah, we used to do that back at home. Yeah, let's get some. Do you have some salt? I do want to pick up 2 rations from you as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It's come in pound bags, 5 copper per pound bag.
Right. 2 pounds sound good.
Two. No, coming from a
You're
leather
probably
worker background, 2 pounds of
pound
salt
each.
should cover a good amount, right?
I don't know. I don't actually know off the top of my head.
All right.
I mean, if we were gonna do like salted meat, like put it in a clay pot and do that salting process, you're probably gonna use about 1/2 pound just for that one batch.
Well, I will get 2 silver worth of salt just to.
So it's like, oh fuck, math. Hello.
Jerome, Briar, do you need any ingredients for any of your magic stuff?
And we stocked up on that the first day that we spent here before we
Okay.
went and had the celebration.
And you didn't use too much when we were clearing out those little dragons, right?
No,
Nothing I've cast has actually consumed any of my components, so
me either.
quite good. Thank you.
Double
I
checking.
will get some rations though. So
Okay.
5
Yes.
silver a pop. You
Again,
said, Tom?
we
Pop for
still
the rush.
have
6.
our druid friend.
5
here.
5 silver a day, essentially. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I'm adding 2 to my inventory.
5.
It was 5 copper per, so that's 4
Pound.
pounds of
Pound of
salt.
salt. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
You said 2 silver?
Yeah, so 2 silver
Yeah,
should
so-
be
yeah,
4
so,
pounds.
4 pounds, yep.
With the berries that Asher is able to make, and I'm pretty good at hunting, so we
We should
Might
be fine.
Should be
out of
okay
character?
food wise.
Out of character, outside of like water, which we can source pretty easily, good berry will sustain us whole day. Just
Yeah.
boom, whole day.
But I'm sure they don't taste super excellent.
No, like if you went a whole month eating nothing but good berry, you're probably gonna be pretty sad pan in the face.
Yeah, we
Oh, God.
definitely.
I just imagine MRE's like, you're like, I haven't
Exactly.
shit in like 2 months.
Good berries every day except Tuesdays. Tuesdays are definitely Taco Tuesdays.
Taco Tuesday.
We can't break that up.
You guys are starting to sound like my diet. Same thing every day.
What are tacos?
Oh, my mentor taught me. I'm gonna blow your mind.
Zahathian
Do that in
special.
camp one of these days. Honestly, I think the only thing that we're really going to be, at the quote mercy of is going to be the elements. So we'll have to keep our wits about ourselves. Other than that, I can't think of much else anything that we need just to make it to Lake Grass.
I think at this point, yeah, I'm ready when you guys.
Me either. I'm ready to hit the road.
Okay.
Oh boy. First adventure.
All right, so do we want to have a final consensus? We can just dump this 13 and reduce the debt, or we can try to pool the remaining 7 gold, eliminate the debt, and have that peace of mind.
I have
Pitching.
12 on me right
I've
now.
got
I'll
the
pitch in.
golden piece.
I'll pitch in 3 gold towards the payoff.
And that's what that gold that you got was not including any of the takedown.
No, that was with the takedown.
That was
Of
with the takedown.
because I had 2 gold and some silver, and I put that down on the drinking game.
Okay. So Ace actually had the takedown in his inventory, so you would have to. So actually, I guess technically you spent a little bit of the takedown if you have 12 gold now, right, Ace?
I have 12 gold, and I think like
We definitely dispersed
Some-
the gold.
Yeah, we dispersed the gold.
We
some
definitely
profit.
dispersed the gold.
You dispersed
So-
the gold. Okay.
So I have 3 gold, 88 silver, and 70 copper. So
Okay,
I
so-
have a little bit of copper left over if I were to spend.
So you have to remove 5 at least. If we're gonna pull out just the earnings, you're dumping 5. Asher's dumping 5. We say we have Balin's, or bet 5 too. We'll say we have Balin's 2 already, and then we have Rowan's 2, and wait, who is it? Oh, Bolt. So we have Bolt and Balin's already. We just kept that.
Yeah.
So that's 2, 4. So we need to have 5 come out of you, Ace. 2, 2.
Yeah, and Asher's flat broke, so
Okay. I mean, I can contribute 2 more gold. I'm willing to do 2 more gold.
I could do a solid 10. I could do 10 gold, and then I'd have 2 gold left.
Yeah, if you want to jump that much, and then so that'd be 10, 14.
If it would help us get to the 20.
Mm-hmm.
Would we get
Well-
there?
No, we can't get there. We can't because we have. So if you take out your 10, that's 5 plus another 5. You take out 4 because you're putting in 2 more, you said, Amic, or are you just doing the 2?
no, like I have 10 silver now.
Oh, after 2, after pulling out 2.
He only has 1 gold.
Yeah, I only have 1 gold, and that was with the 4 because I had 2 gold. I put it down, and then I had 4 gold after that.
Gotcha. So you just spent
And-
some now.
Yeah, I spent 3 of the 4 gold that I won
Okay, so-
back essentially.
Okay, so you can only throw in like the goal. We don't not necessarily. What did you say you can pitch in, Rowan?
Ron's gonna pitch in 3. 1 on
okay.
Asher's behalf, so it would be 2, 2, and 2.
Okay. 10, 13, 14, 15. Are you able to pitch in? What are you able to pitch in, Briar?
I am. No one's told me yet, so Briar doesn't know.
What can you pitch in? What is your current?
How much do you need?
Right now we are at 15 if I contribute just 2, so we'd have to come up with 5 more between the 2 of us.
I can do that.
All 5?
Yes.
Okay. That will be it then. So then
Alright.
I'll be 10 removed from you, Ace. Nothing removed from you, Amek. 3 removed from you, Spec. 2 removed
I
from
will
me, and
remove it
5
now.
removed from. That's 15. Yeah, that would work. That would be 20.
Okay. Sweet. There you go. I'm imagining you have it all correct, so I just
Well, yeah. I'm not even gonna create it. We're just gonna go there and we're gonna pay it.
Okay.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
All right. So you guys are making your way to the offices.
Yep. I'm gonna remove the 2.
I'm removing those 3.
I removed the 5.
And
All right.
Aces remove 10. Perfect.
Okay. So you guys make your way to the office. It's the same kind of familiar receptionist. Oh, good day.
Well, it is very nice to see you again.
I,
Likewise.
um,
Can I help
I
you?
think we're going to. Rowan's going to kind of put his hand out for everybody to kind of throw in the pot, and he's going to turn around and put down 20 gold. we're looking-
Okay. Yeah. Those are gonna have to be taken care of with Martel. Let me go get him. And so she
Okay.
goes over and knocks on the door, opens it up, kind of leans in, kind of whispers something, and then shuts the door, kind of like waves at you guys, and makes her way back to the.
Rowan anxiously is going to stack the gold. Just kind of.
Real quick, everybody add 1 gold back in because I forgot to factor in Bolton Balin's 2 drinking gold that we held on
Add
to.
1 gold.
So we really have pooled together 24 because I forgot to factor that in. I just did the 20 gold out of us and I wasn't taking in Balin. And or are you saying that they kept their winnings?
Yeah, because you guys hadn't really discussed it with him, so probably just do it.
Okay.
Just do it this way. Yeah.
Well, leave it as is.
And Bolt
We're-
didn't participate in the drinking game. It was just.
No, he didn't.
That was just
Okay.
Balin. It was
Okay,
us 3 plus Balin.
gotcha. All I know is that I wasn't participating. Correct.
And so
Okay.
you see as Martel kind of opens the door, and he's kind of like has a paper in his hand. He kind of opens the door and kind of motions you guys over. Opens the door.
Oh, Rowan's going to grab the money and hold it in his hand. Good morning. So.
All right. So you made all you need to pay it off. Then
Yep.
that's
Thank
good
you.
to see. Good to see. Good to see you all. So I respect you lot for what you've done for the whole town. So I've gotten new reports, and I just want to let you know that I can't tell you exactly any details, but just I would say avoid ship routes north and too far west currently, if you can. But I know you initially had talked about doing some trade with Kingsport and all that, but might be best to perhaps avoid that in current conditions. Just trying to look out for you.
Going
Yes.
north, you said?
Going south to Riverend is.
Yes,
still
with
relatively
your
safe.
trade ports is what I'm saying. South
If
to
you,
Riverend will probably seems to be in the current state. I can't tell for the future, but seems to be okay. But tensions up there.
We tend to head to the opposite direction. Do you think you would mind mentioning that to Balin, our actual captain, when you see him? Because he's going to stay in town and we are heading out.
Absolutely, I can send some men over there to
That would be much
to report over
appreciated.
to him as he prepares the ship for himself. Yes.
Thank you.
But here's the remaining amount, 20 gold for the ship.
Much appreciated. And he takes the gold, and you see him kind of like mark off on the kind of contract that you guys had, and then rips it up. Never happened.
Is there like a piece of paper of proof that it's ours? That
Yes, the title has been already stored upon the ship. Well, not necessarily stored upon the ship, but I have some men waiting there for your arrival there to hand it over. So,
Awesome. Let's do that really quick and then head on out.
Well, I believe Balin was already taking care of that, correct?
yes, I can totally send men to report back to him. I'm sure he won't be leaving right away. So I'll get some men on that right away. Again,
Thank you.
It's the least
Thank you.
we could do for heroes such as yourself. There's no other way to put it.
We did what was right. Right.
That's all we feel.
It's
Oh,
good.
have
The
a good
world needs
day.
more people like that. So, are you heading out, leaving town?
Head north.
Such as the adventurer life. Adventured
what-
myself actually a good bit, but I retired, settled a bit. But
Just out of curiosity, I know you gave us information about the north and you said the west conflicts up there, but have you heard of anything, just word of anything from other cities or towns that possibly could use some adventuring? Just maybe along the way we could stop and help, and anything along those lines.
I don't get a whole lot of reports of outside. This was just because we are a port city. They were letting us know of certain contentions within the Warring Sisters Sea. As far as other cities out in the land, that's not necessarily my jurisdiction. I don't know all that. Where are all you all headed?
Lake Grasp currently.
Lake Grasp. Yes, I believe. I guess depending on the route you take, Lowell is on the way there, so maybe perhaps you could check in there, do more heroic deeds.
I just figured I'd ask. I never knew if you get word from any other ground criers or town criers or anything.
No tensions on eastern border. As far as I know, non-existent. I've not heard any word, but well, I suppose there was that. That was maybe a month ago, perhaps orcs or something that had again kind of made their way up north a bit, but I'm not sure what came of that.
Well, last I've heard, Wolfwater is still being occupied.
Took Wolfwater, did they? That's a shame. I had a good friend from Wolfwater, actually.
Well, that's where I hail from.
Well, Martel, it was a pleasure. And Rowan's gonna put his hand up for a handshake.
Pleasure is mine.
Until we meet again. Until we
too.
meet again.
Always welcome back in Mid-Cove, of course.
Let's head on out, guys.
I almost made that joke, Sky.
I
Used to be an
realized.
adventure. I didn't.
I thought you were going to, and I had to stop Briar saying it, but
It's all right. I thought about asking him what if he got injured.
yeah. Did you?
Right, something to his knee.
Oh yeah,
Have you ever
nasty
taken a
arrow to
needle
the
to
knee,
the knee?
unfortunately.
Man, this meme never gets old.
Never.
Never.
Asher's gonna transform into a giant talking donkey.
You guys know
Start
what that
singing on
term,
the road again.
you guys know what the term is, though, right? What that means?
Yeah.
What, the arrow to a knee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
Oh, they got
I
married.
mean,
Yeah.
He got married.
He
Oh,
bent
I
the
never
knee to
actually knew
her.
that.
yeah, I
Yes.
didn't
Yeah.
know that.
He
I
bent
mean, I
the
knew
knee
it was
to
from
her.
Sky.
That
It's
means
like
that
the old
that
ball
they
and
got
chain
married.
kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I took a
Oh.
nap and boop.
That's cool.
It's a funny
Yeah.
little, it's a funny little thing.
I'm glad it wasn't. I'm glad it wasn't a sexual thing because I was kind of worried.
We are live, guys.
That's why you stopped
Allie.
adventuring.
Sorry. But,
I just got a whole new set of kinks, and I'm like, nah, adventuring life isn't for me.
All right. Rowan's gonna kind of look to Briar and Asher. Lead the way.
On the road again.
I'm gonna
So
have to
with
make
that-
sure Uncle
Not-
Tambred's nice and seated, and we're going to go.
Yeah, so you guys make your way out of about probably looking at afternoon, probably 2, 3 in the afternoon. And sun nice overhead of the city's the city is less beautiful inside the city, but from the kind of ridge line that you travel down to get to the city, it's kind of a beautiful, like, picturesque little cove. And you leave the town of Midcove onto your first overworld adventure,
Oh, wow.
which we will get to
You're
after
here.
the break.
You're
Let's
Fine,
go!
yeah.
All right, guys, so we're just going to take a break. That's a good point. Look, it's literally exactly 2 hours.
Mm.
I am an insane DM.
It's almost like we know what we're doing.
We're professionals or something.
Wow. All right, guys. We'll get some snackies and drinkies and removed snackies or drinkies if you must. We will be back in 10, 15 minutes. And it is time for... Wait, start.